How many boys does it take to make a genius? Well, as is evident by this podcast, just 3. Boy Genius is the group we're covering. The record is called The Record.
That's so meta. So meta for you.
So meta for
Mind
me.
blown.
We're going to struggle with this because we've not made notes. And I only listened to this in full the day it came out. And as you may know by the date and how time works, a long time has passed. So,
Especially for you.
So, especially for me, yeah. Many moons have passed for me.
Frames were added.
Frames are subtracted.
There was some distortion of space time.
I don't know what you're on about. Without You, Without Them is the opener to this track. It features all 3 of them, I believe, on the vocals, and it's quite a nice, gentle way into the album. Sort of sets you up for the kind of vocal styles that you're going to be getting throughout. Yeah, it is almost fun. Maybe not fun.
I couldn't agree more. Gentle was a key word there, Yanni. Very Oh Brother Where Art Thou, which is, I feel like I say that often, but if you've not seen that film, watch that film.
I feel like you say that all the time, Callum.
I'm
always thinking, God, Callum and Oh Brother Where Art Thou. He doesn't bloody shut up about it.
It's a great film.
Yeah, it's a lovely opener, and great harmonies. I'll throw out the bat here. I can't speak today. I've had 3 coffees in quick succession. I don't know what's going on with my head. What am I trying to say? I don't know who's who at any point.
Well, I'm Yanni. The other one is Callum. Yeah.
Callum, how happy you spoke so I could.
Hello, sorry.
Okay, I'll try and
There's
remember.
a big difference in voices here.
I genuinely can't tell difference between. I mean, I can tell a difference. I just can't tell you who's who. At some points, I can pick out Phoebe just from listening to Phoebe a bit more. But the other 2 I'm not so familiar with. So.
Well, neither am I, but it became quite apparent quite. Quickly.
If I'd have no starting point of what Lucy or Julian sounds like, I'm not going to know which one's which throughout the album.
But you do know, because you do have that.
But it's not It's not followed me onto this listening journey.
Okay? Follow through, Liam.
So if you want to tell me throughout who's who, then that'll help.
Okay.
But otherwise, they all sound great together here, and it goes very nicely into $20.
$20. That's how it's called, yeah. This was it wasn't the first, but in terms of the way we listened to them as singles, it was definitely the first one I heard. Mm-hmm. This is great. Standout track for me. Weird timing. I don't know if you picked up on this, Liam, because you've been doing your deep dives into Radiohead and all that and all their weird timings. But this is a very obscure timing, and there's also occasionally there'll be like half a bar missing or a bar missing. It's not quite equal, but it all seems to work very nicely with everything that's going on. Middle 8-bit's great when it starts building up and you hear all of their voices coming in and out, and then Phoebe screaming towards the end with that voice that is quite recognisably Phoebe. Wouldn't you say that, Liam?
I knew that was Phoebe. I did know that was Phoebe. Absolutely, I definitely picked up on the old timingness of this one, and there was another one as well that stood out to me in terms of the kind of phrasing of the vocals, which I thought was interesting.
Oh.
But I don't remember which one that is, so we'll see if I remember when we get there. But yeah, I think this is definitely a standout tune. It reminds me a lot. I think I mentioned this when we covered it as a single, but it does remind me of Black Country New Road.
No, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? No.
Not on this one. Not on this one.
No. Brother. Hey, where art thou, brother?
Now, this is again a standout for me. And I know on this podcast we try not to watch Fantano's reviews before we cover albums.
That's right.
This is his least favourite song on the record.
He is wrong.
What a bitch. What a round bitch. Round-headed bitch.
Fucking hell, girl.
Round-headed bitch.
You're the jockey there, aren't you?
Right. No need. For that wrong opinion. I didn't mean that. No, he's got hench thighs.
Yeah, his thighs are incredible.
So good.
Guy.
He could squash my head with them. No, I don't want him to, but I'm saying he physically could.
Like a vice. Moving on. Emily, I'm sorry. It's okay. You don't need to.
I've asked you to
apologise.
not call me Emily on the podcast.
Here, Emily.
Okay, I'll only call you off the podcast
Thank you.
on the weekends. It's Emily, I'm sorry. Again, let me just reiterate that because this is my favourite song off this album.
What?
Yeah, it might actually be my... no.
Favorite song ever.
Yeah, it's definitely a song. It's
one of the songs.
One of my favourite songs of the year so far.
Big words.
Big words indeed.
Words.
It's just beautiful. Liam, this has a weird phrasing with the vocals in this. I can't tell you the part.
Stop talking to me about
talking.
You're addressing me too much, Yanni. I'm not. I don't like it. You don't like when you skip.
It's like when I pointed to where the North Star is. She called me a fucking liar. It's a weird timing into then.
I thought you were talking to me. I was so confused.
Them
yeah. There's a few like where they kind of like are telling
Liam,
a story.
I didn't ask, did I? So, what do you think about this song?
No, fuck you.
Do you hate it?
No, let me say what I was going to say. Allow it.
Allow it, fun.
There are a lot of points where they're telling the story and paying no attention to Boz, and that's kind of one of those moments, isn't it? Where they just kind of carry on singing, and then it raps kind of over and stuff like that, which is all pretty cool. I feel like it's quite, again, not too familiar with the other two as much, but Phoebe does that quite a bit in her solo stuff. But the song itself, anyway, beautiful. You're right, it's absolutely beautiful. Really well written. I kind of don't know if it's maybe a bit early in the album. I don't know. What do you think, Om?
I do agree with that. I know these. Well, $20. Emily, I'm sorry, and True Blue. The next track. I just spat everywhere. I hope that wasn't a video. Addressed it now. Yeah, I'm a bit not upset. That's the wrong word.
He's crying about
a bit miffed that this is the actual order of the tracks, if that makes sense. They were released as a 3. It just surprised me a little bit, you know. I do feel like if this was like the middle point, which no, ignore that because the middle point of the album is the strongest song in my opinion.
Ignored.
But it does kind of get lost. But in isolation, it's a beautiful song, very emotional. I like it lots.
Brilliant. Next up, the last of the 3 years of singles is True Blue. I believe this is a Lucy Dacus song.
So you don't even know yourself.
I say believe to make you feel more comfortable. I know it is her.
Yeah,
and also to stop you from putting in and go, well, actually. Because that's what you sound like, mate. It's Lucy Dacus, actually, not Dacus. But it isn't. It's True Blue. It's a nice song. Depends what mood I'm in. Whether I want to listen to this and then all $20. Because Emily, I'm sorry, is going on every second. But then what I go into after that depends. But yeah, I think it's a very good song. The ending, it all builds up very nicely. And the words, just get you right in the feels, man.
That they do, Yanni, that they do. I think I prefer this to Emily, I'm sorry.
You fucking little whore of a man.
Which I didn't when we first listened to it, but I think it's grown on me more, and I think it's because of the lyrics.
You like to be wrong?
Yeah.
I think you've regressed as a human since the first time we listened to the song, Colin.
Sure. I am a True Blue.
A lot.
Baby, I love you.
Beautiful. Yeah, this one for me is not. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah, like it's it's nice. You're gonna hear that a lot from now. Probably.
Yeah.
It's nice.
You are. Next up is Cool About It. Cool About It. It's all right. It kind of reminds me of
Hey There, Delilah. Oh, never mind.
Or Harry Styles kind of attempt at doing something like this. You know, I feel like when we covered it, he had like an acoustic-y one that was kind of like I just get the same vibes from it. It's all right.
Yeah, it's all right. I've already said my note on it. There were some melodic moments that reminded me of Hey There, Delilah.
Jump on there, mate.
This is definitely. I mean, obviously, it's present throughout the whole album, but this is a good example of the kind of storytelling and stuff on this album.
Yeah,
the lyrics and the story is pretty. It's just well done, and I just like how kind of just straightforward it is. You know, they're just telling the story. There's no pissing about.
It's a bit of a filler, though, isn't it?
No swinging your dicks.
Yeah.
Sorry, what are we talking about here? Cool vibe. No, we're moving on. Not strong enough. Yeah. It's a very good song. I like this. I like the way it comes in with the drums.
Yeah.
Bit. It gets me every time.
Great sounding drums as well.
Very well produced. The whole album is well produced. Everything sounds very clear, very nice.
Indeed.
Nothing seems too far back in a mix. I don't really know what else to say. The chorus is great, by the way, in this.
Yep.
I really love the chorus. That's what I wanted to say. That's all I want to say. Sorry.
Yeah, I think, well, it's definitely my favourite song on the record. I think, objectively, it's the best crafted song on the record because everyone gets their time to shine, that I said when we covered it as a single. The variations of the chorus, bloody lovely. And it's just beautiful, you know. It's lovely.
Yeah, I don't have much more to add. I agree with all that. I definitely think it's one of the strongest on the album, and objectively.
You said that with such angst, like I said it wrong.
Said what wrong?
Objectively, I said that not 20 seconds before, and you said it was sass.
Oh no, I didn't. No, I said it because I'm never quite sure whether it's objectively or subjectively. So I thought I would say it confidently.
Okay.
And then everyone will just agree I'm right.
Okay.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
Revolution 0, not 9.
Number
9. Another well-crafted song, beautifully sung, beautiful lyrics from, I presume, Phoebe. She's the one doing the singing. Yeah, just kind of a nice song, even. The problem with this album, I feel like, is that it's got a lot of strong songs that carry quite a bit of momentum with them. But then there is a lot of slower ones that are equally as good. But the way that they're put onto the album, the structure of things, isn't really the best. They've kind of done that thing where they've loaded the top end of the album with the best tracks. And so when you get to the second half, it's kind of like a... Do you want to get in that?
I completely get what
I've lost both of you.
100%, mate.
It just doesn't grab attention, does it?
No.
It's all very nice, and I've not got a bad word to say about it, other than the fact that I got a bit bored.
Oh, that is a bad word.
I think that's all very fair. I do think this one's got a very good kind of second half outro, which kind of takes you to another place. But the main crux of the song is exactly what you've said there, guys. It's just not ball grabbing enough for me. Yeah, no. I want someone to really fucking grab those boys.
We know it. We've been out with you. We know it. Liam, can you do us a quick Google search, please?
Go on then. What do we need?
Put him in his office. Ho Jun Yu. Who is that?
Sorry?
Ho Jun Yu.
Ho Jun. I'm assuming spelling of that. I don't think all right. Ho Jun. I'm getting nothing here, mate.
HOJUN space UYU.
Yeah, I searched for exactly that. A freelance photographer, according to LinkedIn, works in Philadelphia and NYC.
Born and raised. Okay, well, that doesn't help. Leonard Cohen is the name of the next song.
Please, what relevant to that?
Writing credits, if you let me speak. Leonard Cohen is featured, and so is Ho Jun Yu.
Leonard Cohen's featured.
Writing credits. Liam, get on it, mate. Come on.
Say it again. Writing credits.
I don't need to
Can
say
you
it
not?
again.
Can you not click on Ho Jun Yu on whatever website you're seeing? As the writing
I'm gonna hold you in a minute. We need to carry on. I'm getting no on here for Ho Jun Yu. He's a football player, apparently, in South Korea. He's 38, probably retired at this point. I don't know what they're up to in Korea in terms of football ages and what have you. Played for Cheonan City in the 2017 season. Is that okay?
He isn't featured on the Genius one, so maybe it's just a mistake on Apple's part. Very weird.
Typical of Apple to get things wrong, I think. There was a song we were going to talk about, though.
Yeah, Leonard
Cohen.
Yeah,
this is the one I was thinking of when I thought of weirdly phrased singing.
Yes.
The first few lines, I was kind of like, I can't work out. And like, there's a long rhyme that kind of, I think it's between like, you listen to this song and then look at the lyrics, I think it's says done, but it just feels like such a long time until that's resolved. But it feels it's very well done. I like it. But again, in terms of the song itself, there's not much to grab you here. It's a short one, but I do really like what's kind of done in that time. Is this Lucy singing?
Yeah.
Well, spot on. I think her voice just really shines on this song, and the guitar sounds great as well. Quite a fan of this one. I like Leonard Cohen, so tracks that.
Yeah, I thought it was perfectly pleasant, but I don't really have anything to say individually. I'm trying to find Ho Jun Yu, to be quite honest with you.
We need to do a worldwide search of Ho Jun Yu. This is an appeal to you listeners. Fools on the Hill are looking for Ho Jun Yu. If you have any ideas, any leads on this, please get in touch at Let's Find Ho Jun Yu at foolsonthehillpodcast.com. Podcast.
They are credited on Spotify, and then it comes up on like Discogs and stuff. But their only credit is Leonard Cohen by boygenius.
I hate that we can't find them.
This is really upsetting.
We're gonna take a little...
really delayed everything. There's a website here. It looks like photography though.
What's even more annoying is I can see that it mentions it on Wikipedia.
Yeah, it does.
When you Google it, and then I can't fucking find it on the Wikipedia page.
Oh, it's just above the track. Well, on track listing. It's on the first two lines.
Oh, hang on.
Oh,
hang on.
Oh,
has he found it?
Ho Jun Yu, the website I'm on, is a photographer. Under their select clients and publications mentions Saddle Creek Records, Top Shelf Records. I don't think either of them are related to this record. However, that means they do stuff for music in some way.
Maybe he took the photo.
Twitter.com.
I don't know why it'd be. I don't know.
I'm going to type in
Maybe
Twitter.
He took the photo.
Ho Jun Yu.
I've got their Instagram.
Boy.
Okay, anyway.
Genius.
I'm on their Instagram.
Okay, there's not. No.
Doesn't seem to be anything related to boygenius on here. Oh, hang on. It's drag artist.
Sorry, guys. We'll be right back to the regularly scheduled reviewing.
Some of these people look like musicians, but none of them are boygenius. Or the contributing partners of boygenius. I'm going to say, oh, hang on. Followed by Lucy Dacus. Okay. This is them, isn't it? I'm going to send them an email. Where are you? Their Instagram handle is where is my PhD?
Okay.
Someone needs to get this guy their PhD.
We're going to carry on.
First, I just need I need to
Go
clap because I just had a phone call, so I stopped recording. So that's fun for you, Yanni.
Oh, God damn it, Callum. Music. We were here to talk about music, and we've absconded so much.
It's going to be piss easy for me. The video's going to carry on.
Well, it won't because it stopped recording.
Satanists.
You stopped recording audio?
Well, I didn't know. My video stopped recording because I had a phone call.
Oh. What you use your phone to record?
God damn it, Yanni!
I want to put a really embarrassing photo of you up now, aren't I?
Oh! Please don't do the one of me being sick. Please don't.
It's going to be that one. Satanist
do that one.
is the song we're about to talk right now. This one, I don't know what the vibes are. Maybe it's a bit Third Eye Blindy guitar-wise. I don't know. There was something about it. I don't know if it's that band. I'm just trying to throw names out there until Liam latches on with something.
You've only named one band though, so you need to name some more.
No, that's it. I feel like I'm happy with that choice. Anyway,
you can't say you're throwing out names until one latches and only name one band.
It latched for me. It latched me.
Disclosure.
Yeah, Sam Smith, Satanist. Not the same thing as people may have you believe. It's a good song, but it feels like it should be next to $20.
Yeah,
because I get the same vibe. It's definitely not as good. Nowhere near as good as $20. Sorry, $20. Just in case you're confused in the audience there.
$20.
But
yeah, it definitely should be
right.
earlier. Definitely, there's too much of a lull right at the top of the album after $20. Until this point, this is too late. It needs to be higher. You're right. You're spot on there, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes it feel a bit like an afterthought, I think. And because it's just quite clearly not as good, I don't really care for the song.
Wow.
Well, that's something, isn't it?
I really like the middle bit where it gets a bit fucking mental and then slows down as well. It's a very nice ending. We're in love, boys, aren't we?
We're
in love with each other.
Fools in love. Although we didn't do that this year.
That's a really good love heart I'm doing it. You guys can't see it, but if you watch the video, I've lost it now. It was really good for a second.
You talk about we're in love, someone, please.
I put nice again, but pass me by, getting bored now.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Right on.
However, it does pick up with Anti-Curse, in my opinion. I don't have any in-depth notes, but I thought that was a very good track, and it piqued my interest slightly more.
He had a chub on.
What'd you say, Yanni? Sorry?
Don't make me repeat it. Anti-Curse. You bitch. Yeah.
I didn't actually hear what you said.
He had a chub on.
Oh, good.
Anti-Curse, please talk about Anti-Curse, Liam.
At this point, I'm checked out, bro.
You're checking out, bro.
I don't remember the song.
I like the
Straight
guitar tones in this. Very satisfying. If I could figure out how to do that kind of guitar tone, I would recreate it. But yeah, doesn't really feel like it means much at this point in the album, though. After what we've had.
Correct.
Letter to an Old Poet. It's a nice ender, but it's just let down by the previous track.
Really. Yeah, I think it also just feels a bit like an Emily I'm Sorry Take 2. Not lyrically at all, but I feel like there's similar melodies and stuff used for the song, and like the harmonies are kind of the same. Maybe it's just because at this point we've heard the whole album of it. But yeah, it ends the album.
Damn right it does. Callum.
Yep, that's it. That's it for me. I enjoyed it, but it didn't do much for me.
Sound. You'll be happy to know that we've all just won that review. So if that went well,
I don't think anyone would know, to be honest.
No, I think we started. I started off strong. I came in with nothing.
I always come strong.
You do. Many a time you caught me off guard.
Explosive.
We're going to rate it. Colin.
Regretfully, I think I'm going to give it a 6, which seems extremely harsh because what I like, I really like, but I mean, I'm giving it a 6, so do with that what you will.
I've not once up until this point thought about the fact that I have to rate this album.
That's all we do.
Though I'm here now, I have to. So I think a 6 is also about right. Yeah, I think a 5 would be extremely harsh, but I just don't think it makes a 7. I just don't.
It needs 1 or 1.5 extra good songs to be a 7 in my books.
Or a couple less of the others. I feel like maybe there's just a couple songs less. It wouldn't feel quite as bad.
Yeah, correct, Mundo. So I'm also going to give it a 6, which means it's the mark. Is that a new thing we're doing? Getting the drill out, are we?
if we all match, we get the drill out. It's the matching drill.
The matching drill. Which means it's the number of the beast.
6. the number of the beast.
One more time,
It's a
just so I can. Oh, okay. I've
It's
it
6.
myself. Yeah, I've done it again. So
You
speaking.
fucking idiot.
It's a
Shut your
big old
mouth.
6.
Shut it.
And that's been this album review of Boygenius, the record.